Hello, this is Nancy, and we are just going to do a simple 20 minute or so Yin class to release the lower back. After a long day at work, don't want to commit a full hour, but you want some relief. So get your blocks, get your bolsters, mostly your bolster, and we're going to slide it right on up to the sacrum. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. If it's hard to just release into gravity, then get rolled up towels, rolled up blankets under the knees. The blocks are nice. Kind of angle them in for support. Otherwise, let gravity do its work. And we'll settle the spine along the bolster. If this is a little too much for the neck, go ahead and take a block under the back of the head. Arms just resting, palms face up, or you can rest your hands on your stomach too. And just release your spine into the earth. As with all Yin practices, find your shape. Find a shape that you can settle into. Once you find it, then move the breath around that shape. And with the vehicle of the breath, we link ourselves to the present moment, our present state of being. So let's work our way from out to in. So hearing the sounds. Taking in the feeling of the air against the skin. The earth, the bolster beneath the body. The way the breath feels moving in and out. Maybe there's a particular smell you're picking up. Moving in. Find the sensations of the body. So not just maybe the discomfort that might be in the thighs, but also any little spaces of release. Spaces of suspension, spaces of heat. Coolness. We're going to adjust our pose just a bit, just the legs. We're going to bring the knees together, help with the hands if you need to. Walk the feet out to the edges of the mat, but lean the knees together. Just lean, not pressing, just a lean. Check in as we settle back in within the new shape. We're releasing ourselves into gravity, particularly the back, the sacrum, the hips. Breathe soft through the joints. Notice if any other part of the body is trying to participate or grip or hold on, and just let it melt away. The face, the throat, the jaw, the shoulders. Notice if the mind starts to discriminate between different sounds and different feelings and placing them into categories like favorable and unfavorable, pleasurable versus uncomfortable. And see if you can step back from that easy categorization of pain and pleasure. And just let the sensations and the sounds be all part of the tapestry of being in this moment right now. All part of the mosaic. Last breath here. Let's heel toe the feet together, or curl onto one side, and just tuck the chin in, bring the knees slightly in. So we were extending through the spine, so now we're reversing that to get a little contraction through the spine, a little flexion. And as you're ready, we're going to engage the core. Come on up. We're going to lean into our left thigh. And we're going to kind of pinwheel our legs. So I'm sitting on my left glute right now. Left leg comes across. The foot cradles the right knee. So my right hip is lifted off the ground. Okay. Back of my bolster is lined up with my sacrum. And I'm going to turn my body to face the middle of the bolster. So I want the middle of the chest aims at the middle of the bolster. And I'm going to walk my hands out and relax my head. So you can rest your forehead. You can turn toward the knees. Or if your neck is okay with it, we're going to look away from the knees. Okay, now even if this is too much, feel free to stack the knees. It's perfectly fine. We're still getting a bit of a twist here, okay? If it's all right for if it allows you to settle, then go ahead and set the right knee into the left arch. Let's relax the shoulders, melt the shoulders into the ground. Breathe all the way down into your hips. Exhale for the release. So we'll keep this long breath. Everything else about the body is going to settle into the bolster, into the earth. But the breath, we're going to maintain some effort in our breath so we can pull the inhales all the way down to the tailbone. Diaphragm massaging our lower backs. And then the exhale, everything just sinks in. Releasing the arches of the feet. Releasing the throat. Release the hands and the shoulders. And breathing long. My friends that want a little more intensity, but we're not chasing intensity today, can slide the right knee away from the left foot so it's pointing straight down toward the mat. What that's going to do, it's going to add a little quad stretch. But again, where our focus is on the spine. So if we can relax around the breath, but then our inhales, you can feel your inhales in the sacrum, in the lower back. Sink in with your exhale. Massage with your inhales. Finish your next exhale. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders, draw the navel in, bring ourselves on up. Let's just do a little release by twisting over the right knee. And we'll switch sides. So you can either turn and face the other way, or, that's what I think I'll do. Either flip the bolster to the other side, or you can flip the body to the other side. Snuggle the bolster right on up to the right hip. Set our weight onto the right glute. Back of the bolster lines up with the sacrum. Cradle the left knee into the right arch. You can pull that knee in, or pull the foot in close to the bum if you like. And square the chest over the bolster and release over it. Forehead rests, or turn the face in the same direction as the knees. Option to stack the knees. Or turn the left cheek into the bolster. Once you find your shape, find the breath within it. Locate yourself in the mosaic of sights and sounds and ripples of the mind and feelings, both internal and external. And we tend to draw this big dividing line between our physical senses and our internal feelings. But let's, in this moment, just have the rippling thoughts be a continuation of our mosaic. And in the same way, we just observe them. Observation rather than judgment. If you'd like to shift your left knee away from the right foot to get the quad stretch, feel free. But then anytime you make any kind of adjustment, just make sure you settle back in. Breathe yourself back into the shape. Your inhales are responsible for drawing the diaphragm down the spine, creating a sense of Massage the fingers of the breath, massage down the spine. Next exhale. And hands under the shoulders. Draw the navel in, help us to sit back up. And we'll roll the bolster out of the way. And we'll slide on down to our backs. Make sure the bolster's within grabbing distance because we're going to use it again. So once we get settled onto the ground, let's go ahead and gather the knees into the chest. Give a little massage. Just explore how the different movements of the knee create the massage in the lower back and across the sacrum. Explore and find. And then we're going to stretch ourselves nice and long. Release the muscles of the face. Cerbers are great for that. Okay, we're gonna walk the left foot all the way over to the left edge of the mat, maybe even off. We're gonna lift up through the right leg and cross the right ankle over. And as we do, we're gonna sink the right hip into the ground. So the entire sacrum is flush against the ground. And then we're gonna, maybe we wiggle our shoulders over to the left as well. Again, rooting down. So the entire back of the hips is resting. Okay, hands can rest on the tummy, or if it's all right for the shoulders, opposite palm to opposite elbow. Soften the toes. You can turn the cheek toward the left in the direction of the curve. And send the breath to the outside of the curve, all along the right. Relax the shoulders, melt the lower back. Notice if you're gripping through the bum. Last breath here. Okay, remember, if your arms are up overhead, remember which arm was crossed in front, so we can do the other side on the other side. Let's sneak our shoulders back. Let's release the feet, sway the toes. Now we'll do the other side. Banana-asana, Bananasana. So the right foot goes over to the edge. Scoot over here. Left foot comes up, crosses over the ankle. We settle into the left hip. So keep the whole bum on the ground. We wiggle our shoulders over to the right. So we feel that contraction on the right side, the stretch on the left. Remember what arm was in front? Switch. Arms up overhead if that's what you had before. Or if you want to try that now, snuggle the right cheek into the right armpit, upper arm. Melt the bum. Settle into the shape. And then fill the shape with breath. Softening yourself on every exhale. The breath bringing us right here into this moment where we don't need anything. Last breath here. Let's come back onto center. We're going to get our bolster so we can put it under our hips. So however you want to get there, if you can come up into bridge and set your hips on the bolster, that's great. Another way to do it is to come up and sit on the bolster, kind of turn to one side to bring yourself down to the ground, and then set up. Okay, once we get here, let's bring the right knee into the chest. We're just going to do a quick release here. So the left leg can be long if that feels good, or if that's kind of uncomfortable, let's slide the sole of the foot into the ground. Pull the knee into the right side of the chest. Give it lots of space through the belly so we can fill up with every inhale. And we'll bring both knees in and keep hold of the left, extend through the right. Check out if extending feels good, and then keep it, or sole of the foot to the ground with the knee bent. Relax the shoulders, tuck in the chin. Breathe down into the right toes. And release. We can either stay here with our legs nice and long, or if you feel better, having your knees bent with the soles of the feet, and just you can kind of find that happy medium, walk the feet out. Is that good? Is that good? until you can find a place where you can really just completely relax the body. Let's bring our arms up to cactus arms. Draw in the chin. And see if you can find a place within you that can just enjoy being here in this moment. Just find a sense of joy in the very act of breathing. And take your last breath here. Sigh it all out. Walk the feet in. We have two options for a brief shavasana. Either roll the bolster down so the knees are under the bolster, or if it's available, legs up the wall is so great. So if you're doing the legs up the wall version, which I'm going to do, scoot your hip right up next to the wall, lean back, swing the legs up, lean the feet into the wall. Scoot here, right on top of your nose, Ganesh. Arms can come to the side, palms face up. You have a little space between the heels. Again, whether you're on the ground or against the wall, tuck the chin. Sigh yourself into the shape. Sweep your attention through the face, releasing and relaxing. Sweeping down the arms, shoulders. Relaxing the chest and the rib cage, the spine melts into the earth. The belly, the hips get heavy. Sliding down from the toes and the soles of the feet. Releasing down to the calves and the knees. Through the hips. Stay here for as long as you have time. And when you're ready to come out, whether you're with the bolster or not, you can walk your feet onto the top of the bolster. You can and for those on the wall, walk your feet down to the hips. Let's reach our hands overhead and curl onto one side. And as you're ready, come on up to sit. We'll seal off the practice with an Om. Getting little wiggles out that you might want to wiggle on out of here. Hands to heart center. Take a big breath. Squeeze it all out. Pull the navel in. Inhale to begin. And gently tuck the chin on the exhale. Honoring the spirit of life and light that shines within you and within all of us. Namaste. And may you go into the rest of your day with a sense of lightness and a sense of freedom. If you like this video, please hit a like. And if you want more like this, hit subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get to them. Thank you once again. Namaste.